This is our butthole riser. Hi guys, SKETI here, welcome back to a new tutorial. This time we're going to look how to make a riser out of a butthole sample. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through this tutorial without laughing all the way through it. But basically I just wanted to show how you can make sort of that EDM riser sweep out of any sample, so that in this case it's a fart. So yeah, hence the title, butthole riser. Right, so yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, I've got my my sample here. I'm trying not to say butthole because I know I'm just going to keep laughing, but here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a funny one. Right, so there's the sample. So what I did is I just copied that onto a new channel, and what you can do is I've just kept it on beats mode as well actually. Is if you hold down shift, you'll notice that a symbol appears where you can basically drag this, and it extends the sample out instead of it just basically cutting it. So what's happened now, if we just listen to this butthole by itself. So yeah, this is what this sounds like. I think I've turned all of the automation off as well, because I'm going to be showing a few different effects that I've added as well. Yeah, so that's basically what that extended butthole sounds like. Obviously if you use these different modes when you've stretched it out, obviously Complex Pro is going to make it sound a lot more metallic, which actually that sounds quite cool. Yeah, we could actually, I think I might actually change that for this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep that as that one. Yeah, because what I've done as well is I've put it into a sampler, but we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, the effects that I've started with, so a quick frequency shifter, and this knob here really affects the I can't do it, I'm just going to keep laughing all the way through. Affects the sound of the butthole. So yeah, frequency shifter and fine tune, and basically I've set these settings. So all this is doing is making it sweep up in pitch from -500 Hz of where the sample would start in frequency to +500 Hz. So this is what that sounds like, and also I've done it with the coarse mode as well, but the coarse is a lot more excessive, so that goes up to 3.88 kHz above the fundamental tone. There we go. That butthole is rising in pitch very gradually now. Next thing is saturator, and this is just sort of just adding some extra. Every time I think about the word, it makes me laugh. Just add some extra grit to the sample. So that's 6.75 decibels of drive, 28.2% dry wet, and then the soft clip turned on. That's what it sounds like now. Grain delay. Now you can use things like chorus or phase or flanger, so on and so forth, but I thought I'd go for grain delay this time because I don't use it that often, but it can really add some great effects to sounds, especially when you're building risers. And out of anything really, you can basically take any sound. It could be a very short click, loop it over and over again. Just by using these time-based effects, you can make it sound really cool, and obviously give it that riser effect. So I've affected the frequency on this here, so it's starting from 1 kHz, is it? 1 Hz, sorry, all the way up to 150 Hz. So that's going over the time of the sample, and then the pitch, which you have to actually extend a window out to see the whole thing. So that's going from -36 semitones all the way up to 12 semitones. So let's listen to that now. But what you sometimes find with this is like it'll glitch, so like this butthole sample is glitching at the beginning. So what you could do actually is, like, if you resample to a different track, you get some impromptu stuff that you weren't expecting to happen if you just kept recording as you turned it on and off and so on and so forth. Right, so next thing I've used is an EQ8. Now you could use the auto filter for this, which I have used on the other one, which I'll show in a second. But this is basically to control the high pass filter and the low pass filter, like so. And if I just show you those, so frequency. The frequency for the first one is going up to from 30 Hz to 2.97 kilohertz, and then the other one is going from 325 Hz to the full 22 kilohertz. So this is what it sounds like now. Yep, and then a glue compressor on the end just to round the whole thing off. He said the word again. But if you hear the sound sidechain, it's just because I've grouped this together, put a kick against and it's sidechain, which you would hear in this kind of music anyway, sort of like a dance track. So that's one way to do it, just with the sample. The next thing is by putting into a sampler and then looping it back with the different and adding effects on at the end. So basically I put the sample into the sampler and then looped it over, so you can set the loop to however long or short that you want it to be. Yeah, this is just making me laugh too much. And the reason why you're hearing it going pitching up over time is I've set the pitch bend range to plus 24 semitones. So when we go into this here, going into the butthole, so it's starting at minus 24 decibels and going up to plus 24 decibels. I think I might put a butthole lols counter on the screen while I'm editing this video down. So yeah, so that's that bit done there. So that's why that's sort of rising in pitch over time, like all of the best farts do. I haven't really done anything else in the sampler. It's all with post-processing. So again, added a frequency shifter as I've done before. So of course, only a small amount to 1.34 kilohertz, and fine, exactly the same as I did before. So let's listen to it now. Cool. And then a saturator just to sort of thicken the sample up. I'm just making myself laugh now. 31% dry wet, soft clip on, and 15.4 decibels of gain. And then I've set this auto filter and reverb chain up. So I've got an auto filter that's sweeping from, where's it sweeping from? It is sweeping from 310 Hz to 19.9 kilohertz. So that's the low pass filter. And then I've set an auto filter to sweep, another one to sweep from 26 Hz to 3 kilohertz, and that's the high pass filter. And then a reverb on the end, dry wet set to 40%, just to sort of like give that give the butthole sample some air. I said that without laughing nearly. And then a glue compressor on the end just to sort of stop it from clipping basically. If we listen both of the buttholes laid together, yep. Cool, and I'm just going to turn the side chain on. Oh, it's already turned on. So we've got a kick, so it's right when it rises up. It's obviously side chain against that rhythm. And then obviously it's always a good idea to listen to stuff against some music, which I've got here, which if I unsolo this section here, yep. So if we listen to it all together, this is our butthole riser. So yeah, there we go. That's how to make a riser out of a butthole. Really, the sort of idea behind this is you can basically make a riser out of any sound. Obviously with the sampler, or just extending out the sample itself. Like in Ableton Live, you just hold shift down and drag it as long as possible. And then again, using all of the different algorithms, beats, tones, texture, repitch, so on and so forth. Obviously repitch will really pitch it down quite a lot. So you'll have to use a lot more frequency shifting after the fact to get that rise back up again. So yeah, A little bit of a fun tutorial for us there. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please leave a comment below with any questions or suggestions for future videos. Leave a like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon as well if you want to see more of these videos in future, and have a look at all of my other videos for anything that might help you out. Anyway guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Everybody jump up, come on!